Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. It is Mixed Media Fridays with Miranda and Tuesday from Cheeky Studio. And we are collaborating with Ashley at Stick It Down, and we decided to use one of these sketches from her February design team, Laura Rumble. And here I am. These are my date night pictures that we just went here in January. This is going up in February, but I had to scrap this before I left for Tampa. Yay, I get to go somewhere a little bit warmer. So here I am. I took one of the stencils that I have and two mixed media products from Shimmerz. One is called Texturez, which is Patina, and then Paste-eez, putting on the Glitz, and that's what you see me put down first here. And it's one of the sketches. It's supposed to look like snow, but for what I'm doing on here, it's just a little extra glitz. And I'm going to put it on all four corners. You'll see it here, and then I go and get another stencil out and then do up some hearts, and after I get done with this one. A little bit of the pictures that I'm doing, it was one of our date nights, so this was voiceover on the 28th, so on the 27th of January, my husband and I went out on our first date night back here in the States. It's just been a long while since we have gone on a date, moving, I should say, from Germany back home, or back to what we call home now. It just took a lot out of us. And then the holidays crept up on us, and honestly, it's not really any excuse, it's just we never made time for each other, and I decided one of my goals for kind of like not to reinvent the wheel or any of that kind of stuff, but one of my goals is to date my husband again. So we went on a date night, and we went to a bar that's called the Whiskey House, and I decided, because we were going to a movie afterwards, I decided to do a chocolate porter, and that's what one of the pictures is. And then the other picture is chips and salsa that we ordered as an appetizer, and then my burger. And the place was really good. It was our first time ever going to it. We've been to Georgia before. Obviously, we've been stationed here before, and we've been part of the Augusta area, but I never remember the Whiskey House, so it must have been one that we just missed the last time we were here, or opened up like right after we left the first time. So, but it was really good. It was a really good place. I really enjoyed going there. Atmosphere was great. So there was that cut file. That cut file is the inspiration that I wanted to use. Laura's sketch has a bunch of hearts on it, and I wanted to emulate that. So here is my take on a bunch of hearts. I take the mint type color and place just these little hearts all over the place on top of. So when this all dries and gets ready to go for me to start doing embellishments down, it will be underneath that big heart. I hope you guys have a fun Valentine's Day if you guys have a significant other, or just to go out with besties or friends or whatever. I know my husband and I are going to go probably see the Black Panthers, what we're probably going to see. We're not going to go out on Valentine's Day, but I'm going to go out that weekend for our monthly date night. That's my goal, is to have a monthly date night every night. Or every night. Not every night. Every month. And March, we're coming up to our wedding anniversary, so I've got that all planned. We're gonna go. There is a wine tasting that we're gonna go do in one of the towns, and so you'll probably see those pictures too. So these are the colors that I decided to do, and the hearts. And then you'll start to see that I'm letting this dry, and here I am backing this. So the colors for Cheeky Studio, the products that I'm going to use is the Unicorn and Rainbows and the Unicorn Mode, along with the Unicorn Mode sequence. And the Glitter Girl works amazing with it. The colors are on point. And I totally spaced Glitter Girl when I was trying to do this layout. And I talked to Tuesday, and Tuesday's like, use Glitter Girl. It works with the unicorns. Because she challenged me this month. Let me tell you, she's been challenging me this whole entire time for the month of February. All of my sketches that I've had to do, I've never done this many unicorns in my life. So this has been a real treat for me. And as you can tell, here I am. I'm placing down all of the pictures, and I'm using this cut file as my picture. And you will see that I struggle with this, and then I realized, I'm like, man, I was really smart to fuss with this one when I could just lay the cut file down backwards and put the pictures down and make sure that it's touching the right places. So yeah, you start to see that. So all the little black pieces that you see off to the side are the innards of this heart. And I'm using those. It works really, really, really well for my template to use on the heart that I use as a cut file. And when I was looking at, as you're seeing me cut these down, there's the chocolate border I was talking to you about. Laura Rumble actually made the heart cut file off of the sketch as well as a cut file, and I didn't use it because I wanted to put 4 pictures down of our date night and food and stuff that we ate, so I couldn't quite use that file, but there is a cut file, and I'm going to link all of the information, down below. Sorry about that, didn't mean to yawn. Sorry about that. So I'm going to link all of the information down below. So I'm going to link down Ashley's website, the Stick It Down. She is overseas. I'm not quite sure where overseas she is at, but it'll be amazing. So there you see that I'm done. I cut all of the cut files. I placed all of them in there. I just did it off camera because I figured that was boring to watch. And then I took my fun foam type stuff and I placed it all over it so I can back it up and give some dimension to this. So that's pretty awesome right there. And then once I get this down, I go and grab some thread. That's what I'm doing right now. Sorry that I kind of left you off camera, but I was trying to grab some thread to make it work. So I'm just flipping it over to make sure it doesn't stick down on anything. But I'm trying to find a couple of colors. I thought I was going to use the purple one, but I decided not to for this layout. And like I said, what I was talking about with Ashley's, I'm going to link all of this down below, as well as Tuesday's YouTube channel. Go ahead and check out hers. She is using the same sketch as well as I am. So see her inspiration, not only to see her inspiration on the sketch, but also to see what she does for mixed media. Our theme that we decided to do for this one was dating. We wanted to capture us going out dating all the time. I take a lot of pictures while I'm out dating, and so while I'm on a date, and so does Tuesday. So it worked out perfect for us to have that little bit of a theme. We're a lot alike. Like, we talk a lot just because I'm her, kind of like her right-hand girl, because I'm her creator as well to help out with the team. And we have found that we are a lot alike. Like, we take a lot of pictures of our fitness and our date nights and just in general. And her style is so much different from us, but we click really well on, oh, that would look good for your layout or whatever. So I would go check her out too. She's an amazing little business owner, and she just has an amazing products. And even though that I got really, really challenged this whole month, and this is just my second layout, and I've got one more mixed media Friday to do, and there's a couple of mood boards that I'm thinking of doing for this month that she's got me outside of my, definitely outside my comfort zone on this unicorn factor, but they turn out so well. They really do. So, back to the layout. I put down a bunch of thread, and I put down this the cut file that I put all of the papers. And what I did was that after I put down all of the papers and I backed it with all this paper, I also just took a piece of white cardstock and I did that as a buffer because some of them just wasn't quite sticking. And it could just be because I didn't have enough glue or whatever, but I figured, heck, that'll help putting that down. And then putting the fun foam down or the tape to give it that little bit of dimension. It worked out perfect. So part of my title, you'll see me start to work with the Sparkle collection for Glitter Girl, and I take the word fabulous. That's what I'm working on, trying to get off that page right there. It was a pain because it was so loosely intricate to set it down. So I place it right there in the corner. And I take that word as my part of my title to start with. And then I move on because I knew that I wanted to call it a fabulous date night. But I didn't know what other thickers I wanted to use for this particular layout. And of course, all of the product information that I'm using, I will link down below if it's still available. Some of my stuff is really digging into my stash, so I'm not for sure if it's still available or not. And a couple of these little squares that are left that doesn't have a picture on, I do put a little bit down. So I did put down some hearts. You can't quite see the hearts there, or not the hearts, but clouds, but I did put down some like purplish colored clouds that are part of the I think it's the unicorn mode. Yeah, the unicorn mode. And here I am, I'm using the sequence. I just wanted to show you that it was the unicorn mode that I was using for sequence. And I'm just dotting a little bit. I got out my mixed media adhesive from Thermal Web because it works really, really well when you've got a lot of mixed media. And my whole background is mixed media because of using the Paste-eez Puttin on the Glitz. So you can't see it on camera that it's not shimmery, but it is, like in person. It's really shimmery, and you can really see the dots that it did because this one, even though that it goes on white when it's wet, it actually dries clear. So that's kind of awesome. I like that. So at first I thought I was going to use this particular unicorn, and then I decided not to because I like that it's watercolory pastel type, but it wasn't the feel that I wanted to go with. And I was struggling because I don't have a lot of product left because I used a lot of product in my first layout. Go figure me. So I decided to get out the unicorn and rainbows and pull their unicorns out. And this turns out amazing. And I'm not even doing this voiceover that early. It's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock at night is when I'm doing this voiceover. And I think it's because of the weather. It's been raining all day today. And I went to the gym, and I think just having the rain come down making me sleepy. So I'm sorry I'm yawning through this voiceover. I thought I was going to use the flowers, but I decided not to. So I just wanted to show you. I got flustered, and I turned off the camera. So I pulled out the thickers from Dear Lizzie called Bonjour. And that's what I did date night on. And then I took one of the stickers off of the unicorn and rainbows stickers that she has, and I placed a sticker right underneath the Fabulous, which you'll see it in the close-ups. I did do the close-ups there, And right here's another sticker that's got some clouds, and it drips down like rainbow colors. And I do have a close-up as well at the end to show you what that looks like, because on camera it was a cloudy day today, so no matter how I did my setup, it just made it look white, and I'm sorry about that. But I do place these down and get this all set up, and I don't do my journaling on camera because I'm not quite sure where I wanted it, but at the end of the still shots you will see where I put my journaling. It's quite a bit of journaling, but I just wanted to explain what we did for the first night of our date night, monthly date night, and then also like why you should date your husband or your significant other or whatever. And I just kind of wanted to have that theme throughout my layouts for this month, since it's February. So once I get all that down, I decided I'm not sure what else to do. So I thought I was going to do something in the middle, and I thought I was going to use those, and I don't. This is where I was looking at. I'm like, nope, I'm going to leave it go. So you will see here that I'm placing down little dots. I'm going to put sequins down, and I don't have you guys watch me put all my sequins down. You'll see it at the end. Still shots are coming up. Also, make sure you go check out Tuesday. Hit the like button, and also hit the subscribe button if you want to get more. And I hope to talk to you soon. Bye!